it's not only the actors that make up the musical Hamilton that we love to see on stage. There are a lot of different elements that help really tell that story of our founding fathers that we know and love.
And one of those elements is the costuming. We went behind the curtain to learn about the clothing that make the fabric of his and her story. So check it out. While the actors of Hamilton are dancing and singing on stage 8 times a week, behind the curtain, their costumes are doing their own version of choreography. Michelle Cross, wardrobe supervisor, helps tell their story by managing and maintaining the suits and wardrobe that make the stage.
After the press, we have a 4-hour work call where we're going to prep and press every single costume piece in the show. We'll touch all the boots and shoes, all the hats, do any repairs that we need to do, and just kind of try to make everything as perfect looking as possible.
And looking perfect and pristine, no matter how easy it sounds, is never as easy as it looks. Cross's role includes stitching, sewing, and shining every article of clothing that an actor wears or will wear.
I would say any of the Schuyler sisters, like definitely they have the most beautiful pieces in the show, but also the most fragile. And it's made of like a special silk material that, you know, has a shelf life.
She must upkeep the wardrobe, maintaining its original integrity from when the show first turned the world upside down 10 years ago.
Paul kind of designed it where everybody kind of has a base costume that he calls the parchment look, and then they kind of build on top of that. Everything is pretty period accurate, but there's also a lot of more modern details, like the color choices.
Some costumes are based on the real-life wardrobe of our historical figures.
This is King George, and this is again based on his actual garments that he wore at the time.
Some costumes are based on historical artifacts.
And then this is what George Washington wears when he goes to war. This is also based on a real painting of him at the time and what he was wearing.
Some costumes are inspired by the actors who originated their roles.
Jefferson, I don't know if he actually wore this. I don't think so. Like, I think this is more based on the original actor, Davy Diggs, who was cast in the role, and I think Paul was really inspired by his performance that he gave, so I know that he tailored the design to that.
And other costumes are directly inspired and taken from the time period.
It's a built-in corset into this bodice, and then she wears a little pannier that's underneath that kind of gives it that like late 1700s shape that it's supposed to have, but he really wanted to give the effect of like they're floating on stage, so it's like some really light silk that this is made out of.
As a fan herself, Michelle encourages audiences to pay attention to all the details on stage, for the costumes play a character in the show on their own.
You guys caught us in the activist dancing.
Yes, but that just shows you how amazing the show is, and trust me, once you see it one time, you'll want to see it again. So, of course, Hamilton is in town now until Sunday. Take a look below. You can get your tickets at whartoncenter.com.
Absolutely. Well, don't go anywhere just yet.